The time has come to decide the top team of the year, the SailGP Season 3 champions. Welcome to the scenic San Francisco Bay for the Mubadala SailGP Season 3 Grand Final. With 6 races, the forecast for the weekend looks to be ideal racing conditions.
Watch for the timing in the middle of the line. How's your timing, Phil Robertson and Tom Slingsby on board Australia?
Ooh, tight at the top.
Line's clear there. Great start by Robertson. Great start by Seb Schneider on board the Swiss boat. And I think that inside line's going to see the Swiss lead us around Mark 1. Great Britain and New Zealand, they're coming together on the left-hand side of our screen. New Zealand have to keep clear. That's really tight moment in the race there by Burling. Could be interesting to see what happens there, whether Ben Ainsley chooses to go to the umpires. And the French, they're right back with the Emirates Great Britain crew as well. It's great to see Australia out in front, but the action for this place in the final is taking place right in the pack as France are chasing down the British. They turn the boat, they see the French, he's trying to dive out the way of Canada there. Look at that, turns the boat away from the wind, they fall off the foils. What a moment there, that's so unfortunate for the French. Another really tight incident to the right of our screen.
This is the umpires, penalty USA, relative Denmark, port tack boat not keeping clear.
Oh, these are basic mistakes, really. They're trying to push the limit. We know that, of course they are. But again, another door opens for Ainsley. Could be up to third here. Jimmy Spiddle's going to have to drop back behind Denmark. Here we go. We're on board the USA. To the left of the screen would be the Danish. Jimmy Spiddle just can't see them, I don't think. Here, look. Oh.
Didn't see him. And it's the Aussies who sneak away and get the win in race number 1. Ben Ainsley put points between them and the French, and that is mission number 1.
It's all about timing now. France are well lined up. Ainsley's well lined up on Great Britain. How's the timing? Perfect start there. Ainsley on board Emirates Great Britain out the middle of the line. Seb Schneider again, brilliant, but Delapierre's in the race this time. Great save by the French crew there, but it should be Ainsley leading at Mark 1. How high are they going to dare fly their boat? Yeah, I think that's Contan there. He's saying we've got to attack, we've got to push. That means flying the boat high out the water. Emily always tells us that from the data. Fly the boats high and you're going to get these things going a lot faster. But that comes with a level of risk, but it's got no choice but to take some risk now, Todd. Oh, Canada have got to keep clear here. That's too late. That's another mistake by Phil Robertson and his Canadian crew. Oh, imagine that if Australia got involved in a crash and that took them out of the final, Todd.
It is Emirates GBR that will take the win in race number 2. And with one more race to go, they are looking fantastic on the first day of sailing here at the Mubadala SailGP Season 3 Grand Final, San Francisco.
Australia come across the line in third behind the Canadian crew. Australia, United States are well positioned. Burling on board New Zealand is in a good position, but the story's out the back. Ainsley wins another start over Contan Delapierre. It's a masterclass. Oof.
And France, Stevie, is in 7th now.
Yeah, I mean, they're just getting put at the back of the pack, and as soon as you're at the back of the pack, your options are limited. You know, you can have a strategy. Ben Ainsley said it well. You can have a plan, and everyone's got a plan until you get punched in the face. At the moment, on every start, Ben Ainsley's punched him in the face.
I didn't know Mike Tyson was a sailor.
No, well, I think he's going about it a bit more intelligently than Mike Tyson might in a boat.
Race number 3, day number 1 goes to the 2-time reigning and defending champion, Australia. Take it in grand style.
Perfect day for Emirates GBR. Is there any motion on board that boat? Australia's timing at the top of the line. They're going to have the fastest angle towards Mark 1. How's your timing up at the top of the line there, Tom Slingsby? Watch for the lines turn right. Oh, they're all on the money, but out of the middle of the line, it's Canada, Australia, and at the bottom, a close incident between USA, and they're at the bottom. Hopefully everyone's okay on that start, but Canada are going to lead the fleet into Mark 1 unless Tom Slingsby can get that roof flying in fast. And right now, Slingsby, he's made some distance back on the Canadians, but it's Canada with the right of way. Close dip there behind, and it's Canada hanging on by the skin of his teeth on board the Crazy Canucks there. But he's going to be now lacking the right of way when he comes back with Australia. But has he found more wind? Can the Canadians stretch from here?
Oh, another close one.
I'm not sure Ben Ainsley can afford any tight crosses either. Everyone, I think we've just answered your question, Todd. These teams are pushing the very limits here. Now, look, Mark 5 looms large. It's going to be a tight rounding. France coming in. They have the right of way at the moment. How do the British boat look on them?
Umpires, penalty GBR, relative Australia. Port boat not keeping clear.
That was that cross just a moment ago. That's going to be costly for Ainsley. Now, he's got to drop behind the Australian boat to clear his penalty. It's really complicated here. France will lead at Mark 5. They're in good shape. What a costly penalty for Ainsley. Too aggressive late in the race. Canada are going to get through to second, and we could get the Australians passing Britain as well. What a disaster for Emirates GBR.
France come across the finish line, and it's C'est Magnifique once again. Quentin Delapierre gets the win in race 4.
Who's going to get it on the line here, Todd?
And it looks like Australia just gets ahead of Denmark. So it's France, Australia, Denmark, your top 3.
Everyone looking a little bit early back towards the start line. It's tight on the left-hand side of our screen here, but New Zealand and Australia are up the line. They're well set up. Canada are going to be good again. Watch your timing as the line goes white. What's going to happen? Great start there by Canada, but right-hand side of screen, Australia sailed New Zealand off the start. Another mistake in the pre-start by Burling. He needs to improve that, but it's Jimmy Spittle fast out of the blocks, and he's going to be pressed by Phil Robertson and Diego Botan on Spain as they race to Mark 1. Here we go, and it's tight. I don't know about that. Look at this, how tight it is there. Spain have the inside, but Emirates GBR tried to dive inside. Aggressive tactics from Ainsley. It'll be interesting to see if he chooses to put that one in the umpire's hands. Slingsby's got round the outside, but he should have been able to give room to Emirates in there. That was a tight moment in the race, and they're certainly racing hard to just take...
This is the umpires. Penalty Australia, relative GBR, didn't give room at the mark.
Here we go, on board Australia. You can see here he's preparing. He's got Emirates GBR coming in late. We can see there Slingsby. He almost didn't seem to see Ainsley until too late. He thought he was easy around the outside. He wasn't, and he's got a penalty now.
Australia, with all the momentum in the world, the two-time reigning and defending champions, win race number 5.
But it's all about timing. Can you be at top speed when the line goes white? That's what we're looking for now. Aggressive from Slingsby. Dives across, looking for that inside position. They're going to be fighting back to the line and expect the Kiwis to be separated from the other two boats at the start. Ainsley's hooked. Watch for the line to turn white. How's your timing? We go in the $1 million race here in San Francisco. What a start, Australia and New Zealand, perfect. It's New Zealand with a slightly faster angle to Mark 1, but Slingsby's going to be on the holding on the inside, and he will control things at Mark 1. Ainsley's got work to do on board Great Britain.
Coming up. Impressive back in 3, 2...
Oh, they're off the foils, Emily. They've fallen off the foils. They said it's a bit light here. They're out of breeze. This is going to be a huge opportunity. Look at the ride height. They're only 12 centimetres above the water. They're off the foils. The lead's coming down all the time here. They're back up to speed.
Great Britain out of the picture there, 200 meters behind the Kiwis in second place. And look at this, Australia pulls it down.
Oh, he's got to stay above 30. Oh my Lord, he's off the foils. This has given New Zealand a chance. And he's going to be slow when he turns. Advantage New Zealand here. This could go to the wire, Todd. Australia have got to keep clear here. New Zealand stay on the foils. What do Australia do? New Zealand, if they can get over that. Wow, no. Slingsby holds on. He leads at Mark 5. Oh.
First to the circle, and Australia has priority, and the Kiwis, and now it is an absolute drag race for $1 million. The Australian dynasty is still intact, and the three-peat is now complete.
Have you ever seen anything like that?
I haven't won anything in the last 10 years, basically, without these people next to me. You might see my name up in lights, but it's always with these people right behind me, so I'm so thankful to have such an amazing team.